So the beginner's method has many steps, but most of them are very simple, which is why it's called beginner's method. So the first step is to put all white cross edges, or any side, but most people tend to do white cross. So you would do white side. So white cross is actually a more advanced term. So the first step is to bring all of the white cross pieces to the top, like these two are already in their place. So now for this one, what I can do is I can move it to where it's not occupied, and then do this to bring it up. And then here I have another one. So now I can do like this, and now I have this sort of daisy shape. So the next step is to put those cross pieces down. So I take the blue white, match it to the blue center, and then put it down here. Take the green, match it up, and put it down. Orange to its orange center, put it down, and finally put the red and put it down to the bottom. So the next step after that is to find all of the white corner pieces. So here's an example. There's another one, and then what we need to do is we need to put it down here to the bottom. So what you can do is you can move it away from where it needs to go. See, it's white, orange, green, and I can put it in this slot. So I can open it and then put it back and then put it in. So here's another one. Here's another one. So do the same thing. Put it in. Next one. Put this in. And now the final one right here, I can do this. And now I have all of the corners inside. And now the next one is a very simple algorithm that can be reflected whether you have to put in the left or the right. So based on that, you just reflect it. So I have to put this in the left, so I put it away. And now I do this to set it up. And this is just an overview, so I'm not going to go into the algorithm in detail. And then now I'm going to put this inside. Now this one needs to go to the right, so I mirror it so that it goes into the right. Same thing. And here's one more, needs to go into the right again. So do this and do that. And we got one was already done, so we didn't have to do anything. So the next thing we need to do is we need to make all of the edges for the yellow side. So that can be done. So you can either have a bar, you can have a small L shape, or you can have a dot. So for this case, I have a bar, so I can do this, like this, to pair everything up. And now I can do one more algorithm to solve all of these yellow corners. And now just keep in mind that the beginner's method I'm showing you can vary a lot. So some of the algorithms are different. So based on where you find it, they can be very easy, or they can be exactly like what I am doing, or something else entirely. So I would do this. This was the beginner's method that I learned, actually. So I would do like this, and I would just repeat that algorithm. So now I have a fish shape, but this yellow corner is not facing towards me. So I have to do this algorithm again. Now move it here. Now it is facing me. Now I can do that algorithm one more time. And now I have finished the yellow face. Now the final thing we need to do is we need to, or actually not the final, but the second last thing we need to do is orient all the corners. So the way we do that is with a simple algorithm that goes like this. So like this, and then like that. And again, I'm not going into detail because this is just an overview. So now I've made all the corners into their correct place. And now I just have to orient the edges, which can be done in a number of ways. But the way I learned it was like this, like that, and now it's solved. So now onto CFOP. CFOP is much faster, so there's much less steps. However, there is more algorithms. So again, I'm not going to go in detail. I'm just going to show you the steps, but I'm not going to really elaborate on the algorithms. So now, instead of putting a daisy like before for beginner's method, we just put it straight down into the bottom layer. So what I can do here is I can move. Let me see. So I can move this to the side and then this to the side. Now I have green in its place. Now I have blue, and now I can set up orange to go into its proper place. And now I can do I can insert, but then I can go one more move, and now I can place this one in and then put this back in its place. So the next thing is, instead of putting the corners in like beginner's method would do, instead we treat all of the things that need to go into its place as one entire pair. So for example, the white green slot. So here's a white green edge, and the green orange corner and the green orange edge. So this is a pair, and now I can set it up like this. Now they are set up, and now I can insert it into back. So that's just one of the algorithms. So here, let me do one more. So a couple more. So I have to repeat this 4 times basically to solve all of the F2L. So essentially, CFOP is an acronym. So it stands for cross, which was the first thing that I did. Instead of daisy and then put it in, I just did that first. And now the step that I am on is called is the F. So that's F2L, which means forming the first 2 layers. So again, so I did 2 layers at once instead of inserting one corner, meaning solving one layer, and then the second layer. So I do both at the same time. So for this case, where the edge is flipped and the corner is facing like this, I would do like this to make it into a pair, and now I can insert it. Next, I see this blue red corner, and now I can insert it like this. Again, this might not be clear, but this is just an overview again. And now I see this final pair, so I can just pair it up like that, and now I can insert it. So next, OLL, which is the O, and this means orientation of the last layer. So there are 57 cases, 57 algorithms that are not too hard, but basically you can solve all of this no matter what orientation all of them are in. I can orient them all so that the yellow is solved. For in this case, I would do this algorithm. Now I have solved it. And the final step, which is a P in CFOP, is PLL. PLL is permutation of the last layer, which basically means I move these corners around somewhere to solve the cube. So there are I think 29 or so, around 30 algorithms. So again, so each case has its own algorithm. So for this case, I can see headlights. I can see one block here. So now I can just execute the algorithm, and now it's solved. So to recap, the beginner's method is fast and easy to learn. However, it is inefficient and it is very hard to get really fast times. On the other hand, CFOP is more algorithm based and it's much more efficient that way. But it does take a lot more commitment to get very good at it. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. And I really do hope that this helps you choose which method you want to learn, or which method you want to switch over to. So thanks for watching.